You all know how much I want this handbag. This bracelet is so expensive. It's like my dream colour handbag. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well and keeping well, and I hope you're all ready for today's video. Now, earlier on this week, I asked over on my Instagram, because I know a lot of you guys follow me over there, what videos you want to see, and you came through with all of the inspiration. I had so many different video requests, but the most requested video was what is on my wish list of 2023. And I was a bit worried this could be slightly boring because it's not going to be me unboxing things or telling you about things that I already own. It's going to be talking about things that I wish to own in the future and just showing you pictures of them as we go along. But I asked again on my Instagram, are you sure you want to see this? And pretty much everyone voted they did. So here I am filming it. Now, I feel like so many of you on my channel are luxury lovers, whether it's handbags, jewelry, clothes. I just feel like anything like that you guys love as much as I do. And if you love those things, 9 times out of 10 you have a wish list as long as your arm. Mine is just never ending. I buy one thing and then something else gets added, and I like it that way because it always gives me something to work towards. And when I buy the things on my wish list, I tick them off and I feel pretty proud. So I actually have a whole list on the notes on my phone. As I've already mentioned, I'm going to insert photos of everything I'm speaking about just so you can see them if you don't know what they are. But one other thing I'd like to say is I want you guys to comment down below in the comment section what is on your wish list. I know quite often we're after the same things, but I'd love to hear what's on your wish list this year as well. Now, my wish list is in no particular order apart from the first thing on it. It is the biggest item on this list by far, and it is a house. I don't really know if I can put that on my luxury wish list, but a house is something I've been trying to work towards for the best part of, well, my whole life, but I've been trying to buy a house for like 3 years. Anyone that watched my vlogs knows how long and tiring the whole process has been. And for about the last at least 6 or 7 months, I've just not been able to find one that I've liked, and offers have been declined and all the rest of those things. It just wasn't meant to be. But that is the main thing on my wish list. On my goal list, it's getting myself a home, getting myself a house. And as much as I love bags, jewelry and all of those things, a house is something that I want more than anything right now. The second thing on my wish list, I know a lot of you are not going to be surprised by this, but it is an Hermes Birkin, and I know exactly which one I would like. It's going to be a Birkin 25, black leather, and the leather either Togo or Cellier with gold hardware. All that being said, I also want it in the gold colour, which is, you know, the gorgeous tan. I also want the cream, which is cray. I mean, I'd have a Birkin in every single colour, like I'm not fussy at all, but at the moment I can't even seem to get my hands on one. But I feel it in my bones that this year is going to be the year for me. I also wouldn't mind a Kelly. I mean, your girl is not fussy. I personally do prefer a Birkin. I know a Kelly's probably easier to carry with a crossbody strap, but I just love how a Birkin looks. It is, for me, the pinnacle of all handbags. And as someone who has been collecting handbags for many years now, buying and collecting, it is the ultimate goal handbag. The next thing on my wish list is another Van Cleef bracelet. As you guys know, I have the 5 motif Alhambra bracelet in onyx, which is just there on my wrist, as you can see. But when I recently went into Van Cleef and bought my newest purchase from them, this necklace, I tried on the bracelet that matches this. So every single motif on the bracelet is diamonds, guys. It is incredible. Like, I'll insert a video. I think I took a video of it on my wrist. It's insane. The price tag, horrific. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to buy that this year, but that is high up on my wish list. It's such a stunning piece, and it's definitely something that I will work towards long term. However, another bracelet from Van Cleef, which is a little bit more affordable, I say affordable lightly because the price is still insane, is the solid gold bracelet from them. I'll insert a photo so you know which one I'm talking about, but I just think this piece is stunning. Like, I absolutely love it. And something else I love about it is because a lot of the time with Van Cleef bracelets, I've mentioned it before, the onyx is quite hard wearing, but with a lot of their stones, they're really, really sensitive to water, perfumes, makeup, and you have to take them off all of the time. But this solid gold bracelet is, of course, solid gold. I have heard it scratches quite easily, but it's something I could wear every single day without little worry. I could wear it with my other bracelets and not have to feel like I need to take it off. I can't lie, I don't actually take this off very often either, but I do sometimes when I'm getting in the shower, especially from shampooing my hair, I worry about it, so I'll take it off my wrist. But it would be nice to have one that I just didn't have to worry about at all, and I could wear it every single day, whether I'm showering, swimming, whatever I'm doing, it can just sit on my wrist. And it's also so gorgeous. The way the gold is cut, it really sparkles in the light. and that is definitely, I think, the next thing on my wish list. We then have a couple of Chanel bags, but I can't lie, I feel like I am going to boycott Chanel this year. I'm probably not going to, so don't come for me when I do 7 Chanel unboxings, but the prices, we've said this so many times on my channel, but the prices are insane. Like, the way they put them up is just astronomical, and the quality is just not great. I also really don't love their first collection of this year. Like, none of the pieces are speaking to me, which I'm happy about because it means I can save my money. But there are a few things on my Chanel wish list. And the first thing is a beige classic flap. I've been after this for so long. I have been offered a few over the space of like the last year and a half, but they're just not the right shade of a beige. They're either a little bit too yellow, they are too dark, they're just not quite right. So I'm kind of holding out for the perfect beige classic flap, gold hardware, caviar leather, and I'm not fussed whether it is in small size or medium. But that is one thing I would really like from Chanel. And there's another Chanel bag on my wish list, but I'm not sure about this. I feel like I need to ask you guys how you feel about the Chanel 19. Now, I actually did buy a beige one of those. Some of you might remember the unboxing. It was over a year ago now, and I actually ended up taking it back because the beige colour was different in different lights, and I never used it, but I unboxed it at home and it just looked different to how it looked in the shop. So I took it back and I exchanged it for my white classic flap. But I saw a girl in Dubai, and she had a black Chanel 19 and it looked so lovely. I really love the chunky gold hardware against the black. I know some people don't love that, but I just thought it looked great. She was dressed really casual. She almost had like a pair of like cargos on, trainers. She looked really classy but really cool at the same time. And after seeing her, whoever this girl was, she kind of influenced me to think, hang on a second, I feel like maybe I would like the Chanel 19 in black, gold hardware in my collection. But I'm also not 100% sold on it. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of that bag. Do you think it's done? Do you like it? Do you own it? Do you think it's a great bag? I also want it in the smallest size. So like not the wok, but like the mini size. There is a lot of jewelry on this list, but of course there is. It is me and I love my jewelry. The next thing is a tennis bracelet. Now, these things are so expensive, but this year I am turning 30, guys, which is actually a really great video of me to be filming because mum, dad, boyfriend, anyone out there, nan, anyone that wants to buy me a gift, you now know what I want, although I know for a fact none of you are going to be buying me any of these things because they are far too much money, and the only person that buys this kind of stuff is myself. Although I would like to say that often my boyfriend is very generous, so maybe he can take some tips. But a tennis bracelet, I would love one, but I want one that's quite chunky. I think they look so good stacked against Cartier bangles. I see them all over Pinterest, I see them all over Instagram, and they just look amazing. I think a lot of them actually are imitation diamonds in a lot of these tennis bracelets that I see on Pinterest, but I'm talking I want the real deal, the whole shebang. It would be great, and it really would be such an investment piece as well because in my opinion tennis bracelets and necklaces, they never date. You can pass them down, and as long as the diamonds are good in them, they just go up and up in value. The next thing is something from Cartier, and it is a pair of gold hoops. I actually tried to buy these hoops just before I went to Dubai, but they didn't have them in stock, and then I bought this necklace, and after that I was like, babes, you need to relax, you do not deserve the hoops as well. I was just going to stick to this for a little while, but actually the hoops are really hard to get hold of, and they seem to be sold out in so many places. I can't lie, I did actually try to get them in Dubai airport and they said no, but I thought it was just a sign that like I needed to not spend any money. But they're really lovely. They're almost like a mini love bracelet, but obviously for your ear. They're just a tiny hoop, a little bit more than tiny. They're not quite a huggy hoop. They do hang a little bit lower than that. And I've also heard they're really comfy to wear, so you can leave them in your ears, you can sleep with them in, they're not too heavy, and I think they look really cool, especially if you've got your hair in like a slick bun or your hair up in a ponytail and just the hoops in. I don't know, I just really like them. The next two things on the wish list are from Louis Vuitton. And the first thing is the diary. You know the diary, you see it all over Pinterest. Everyone that loves to say they're super organized has this diary. And going into 2023, I want to become this organized person. So I felt like this diary would really help me organize my life. Probably not, I'll probably end up writing absolutely nothing in it, but kind of like the thought that counts. And it looks really cool, like you can pop it in your bag, you take it out, you look like you're some boss bitch, and it's also just so aesthetic. The only thing is with this, it's so hard to get hold of. I have gone into store a few times and tried to get it, but it's always sold out. I did check on the Louis Vuitton website the other day, and there's a slight backlog, so if I ordered it today, for example, I'll get it like the end of the month, which isn't too much of an issue, but I feel like I need to get on and order it because we're coming to the end of January, and I'm still an unorganized mess like I was in 2022. The next thing from Louis Vuitton on is another travel bag. If you watch my best and worst purchases of 2022, I spoke about how much I love my vanity case from Louis Vuitton. It's so good. It's such a great thing to travel with. It fits loads in it. And I know it's just something I'll use over and over again and I will have it for years. But they do almost like a long version. And I just think it'd be really handy for me to fit kind of hair products and stuff like that in. Sometimes the vanity case isn't quite long enough to fit shampoos and some of my hair oils, where this, as it's a longer case, I feel like it would be really handy. And as someone that has a lot of different makeups, a lot of different skincare products, I sometimes find there is a little bit of an overspill from the vanity case. So it'd just be nice to have a little matching set and be able to travel with them both together. The next thing, it is more jewellery, shock. It is a bangle and it's from Bulgari and it's one of their serpentine. Am I saying that right? It almost looks like a snake that's wrapped around your wrist. It is stunning. They do ones that are full diamond. Once again, the price of those, like hideous, but the bracelet is beautiful. But they do one that I want to say it's more affordable. It's not. It's just more affordable compared to the full diamond one. But it's got just diamonds at almost like the tail and the head of the snake. And it looks so great. I've actually never tried it on. Maybe I should go in and try it on, although sometimes that's a really bad idea because you end up falling in love with something and then I can't get it out of my head. Let me know what you think about that bracelet though, because I know some people that love it and I know a lot of people that hate it. The next thing is a new watch. Now this is very near the bottom of the pile because I still love my watch so much. I've had it, I want to say like 5 years, I think, maybe slightly longer. I love it every single day when I put it on, although I definitely don't wear it every single day. In fact, I barely wear it at all. But when I do put it on, I still love it so much. But I would like to upgrade it. I don't really know quite what to, but I would like to upgrade it to something else. I do really love the Cartier, is it the Tank? The Tank, I think it's called that. The one with the diamonds down the side. I'll insert a photo. But my boyfriend is very into watches and he kind of knows his thing. And he tells me over and over again that that watch is not a good buy. I kind of want to ignore him because I just love how it looks. But whenever I buy anything, I do think of it always as an investment. This is how I justify a lot of purchases in my head. I like to buy things that will only increase in value. So if ever I want to sell them, it will mean I'll get the money back that I paid for it, or I'll even make money on it in the future. And he's telling me this watch is something that won't happen on. And as I say, I just kind of want to ignore him because I love it so much. But do you think it will be a bad buy? I'm unsure. And the last thing on my wish list is a pair of diamond studs. Now I actually do have a few pairs of diamond studs which I wear on an everyday basis, but what I would love is a real big chunky pair for my first hole. And being big and chunky, I want it to be like a 2 carat in this ear and a 2 carat in that ear, you know, like a really big diamond. The issue you have with that is they are a lot of money because you're not just buying like 1 single diamond, you're buying 2 single diamonds. I was actually tempted to get lab grown diamonds instead. They are still expensive but so much cheaper than natural diamonds. And I don't really mind the whole lab grown diamond thing. I mean, I do have some really lovely jewelry from Idol that's all lab grown diamonds. And I think it's great, but you guys will have to let me know what you think about that. Do you think that they're worth it if they're lab grown or not? Well, that is the end of my wish list. I bet there's a few of you out there shocked there wasn't more handbags on my wish list this year. But to be honest with you, I feel like I'm at a place with my handbag collection where I feel quite at peace. I mean, I say at peace lightly. I still want every single Hermes bag underneath the sun, but I'm not sat here saying I want this YSL bag, this Fendi bag. I'm sure throughout the year there'll be new designs that come out which I actually decide I do want, but right now there's nothing else I really want other than the Birkin, the Kelly and a Chanel classic flap in every single colour. I feel like this video was very different for me, so you have to let me know if you liked it or not. But one of my goals for this year is to film more sit down videos, whether I'm talking about items that I already own, because I know a lot of you guys find that really helpful when it comes to making purchases yourself, or just doing unboxings. I just actually really enjoy doing these sit down videos. You'll have to let me know if you liked it. Don't forget to tell me what's on your wish list this year as well. And if you've got this far, I want to say a huge thank you so much for watching. If you don't already subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Take care guys, bye bye.